for a restraining order.
She done got us, Chad. She tried to take DD out the game. Move. Why you ain't tell us sooner, Moo? She tried to take you out the game.
An attempt to ruin and destroy DDG's career. DDG finally responded back to that restraining order, and not only did he prove that he's not the aggressor, but that Halle Bailey is actually a monster. I can't be the only one who noticed this trend. The women who are in scandal for being accused of lying on their spouses all have connection to the same group. Well, who that group is, figure it out yourself, because apparently they the boogeyman, bro, that you can't speak about on YouTube or else your channel get deleted. Her and whoever is managing her plans almost worked. The world almost believed DDG was a monster until the road receipts dropped. Now let's just rewind a little bit and let me remind you guys of exactly what Halle accused DDG of. Right now, she would claim that DDG would chip her tooth and bruise her arms, and she would actually show the pictures of, I guess, the bruises and the chipped tooth. Here are the bruises. Again, this is pretty consistent with him grabbing her and trying to pull her from out the vehicle that he apparently didn't want her in because he was trying to leave and he felt like she was stalling. She also showed the chipped tooth, which you could see there's parts of it, but these don't come across as bruises where, he was like just wailing your ass. Like, this come across as bruises that was occurred in a tussle. Right, like a tussle, like it was a violent tussle, but this don't come across as if
so
he
what
was
say
Chris
now,
Brown.
What do you say now?
That's a different level of violence. But nonetheless, though, mentioned too. The reason why she was incentivized to show DDG as the worst person possible was because she wanted a judge to grant that restraining order and to grant her sole custody. The judge granted an emergency restraining order until DDG could respond and granted her an emergency sole custody. DDG response is, she not only did things to him, but she's unfit to be in sole custody of their child, and he believes that he deserves primary custody of the kid because he's unstable.
My God.
And I believe he proved his entire point. The first thing DDG really highlighted is that this restraining order that Halle Bailey seeks against him is entirely manipulation. It's manipulation to ruin his career and to get sole custody of the kid. Because he shows not only do Halle not need to be protected from him, but he's the one that needs to be protected from Halle. DDG would accuse Halle of unauthorized surveillance and stalking via Apple.
It say an AirTag was found underneath his seat. What?
Now, Halle Bailey allegedly placed multiple AirTags in DDG's vehicles and belongings to track his movements without his consent, constituting unauthorized surveillance and stalking specifically. In June of 2023,
this bitch is crazy.
Was found beneath the back seat of DDG's Maybach, discovered after Halle Bailey showed up uninvited at a movie theater where DDG was with a female friend. DDG and Halle is broken up at this point. DDG can move on with his life, so he did. He took a girl that he was dating out on a date. Halle Bailey found out and caused absolutely chaos.
My God.
DDG mom was there that night, and she actually gave a statement to the court, and this is the first-hand statement from someone who was present. So Halle Bailey has shown up uninvited to a movie theater in Beverly Hills where he was attending a film with a female friend. Petitioner called me directly that night, angry, stating that she knew Daryl was at the movies and made threats to F him up. George and I drove to the theater out of concern for Daryl's safety. When we arrived, they saw Halle outside the theater, visibly upset and attempting to confront the woman he was with.
No, this is crazy.
The mom says, I personally intervened to help de-escalate the situation. The next day, George, Daryl, and the mom thoroughly searched the Maybach and found an Apple tag, AirTag, hidden underneath the back seat. The discovery clarified for everyone how Halle was able to track DDG's location.
That's sad, chat.
The severity and sickness of what just happened don't really register to a lot of people because it's a woman doing it to a man. If it was a man stalking his ex, putting AirTags in her vehicles,
it's over. He's
stopping her from dating, trying to confront any man she's talking to, that person will be called a sicko. They will be disavowed. They will be ostracized by everybody, and their career in Hollywood would essentially be over. This to me was the most concerning part of the quote-unquote stalking. They found an AirTag, a air tag that was used to track pets. They found it in the baby's diaper bag, in Halo's diaper bag, hiding underneath the cardboard lining. This is the tracker in the first picture. It's like a Hello Kitty tracker. And when you look it up on Amazon, it literally tells you this is a tracker for pets. And I wonder who she learned that from. I wonder who gave her the game of tracking.
This is crazy.
We're not going to reference.
We're
not going to reference the boogeyman of YouTube that we can't really speak on. But I wonder where she got the idea to track. It's not like there's a lawsuit with people associated with her who's currently being sued for doing the exact same thing to their loved one.
This is crazy.
I don't know, bro. You see this smile? It looks innocent, right? But nah, bro. This chick is one of the most destructive.
Look, my boy looked defeated. Look at him. He ain't even smiling. He looked defeated over there. This is a cry for help. Boo was crying for help. Doodoo Garbage was crying for help. Look at his eyes. He cried for us. Come help him, please. Please, this bitch is crazy. I see now.
I think I ever witnessed on the internet because it didn't just stop at tracking. She tried to put our boy DDG on a shirt. She really tried to send this man to Tupac. She's telling him, answer the phone. I'm not playing. I'm going to try this one more time. Answer the phone, making threats. He responds back with, I just want to be left alone. Please.
What the fuck?
She responds back with, I'm calling for help.
Oh my God.
So
what?
she begins to threaten him with the knife. And you know what happens,
What
bro? DDG asks, you have a knife for what? Why do you have a knife? He soon found out why she had the knife. He would allege that Halle attacked him with the knife, and he actually suffered a pretty deep cut on his hand. The only thing going through my head as I'm reading this
what is the fuck?
The nerve.
Oh my God. She stabbed this nigga and we didn't know about this. Is crazy.
The woman really went to them folks' courthouse and wasted their time, bruh. She really went to the LA courthouse, filed an emergency restraining order with these quote-unquote receipts that DDG was this horrible person who was stalking her and putting hands on her, only to find out that you are the culprit. It's as if she was confident that he wouldn't respond, that he was just going to sit back and allow her to ruin his career. She must have known these receipts existed. Or did she not think that he was taking pictures or documenting everything she was doing? This is absurd. Now, she's just not a danger to DDG, but she's also a danger to their baby. May 12th of 2024, an incident took place that I believe after this incident, Halle should never have primary custody. Like DDG needs custody of their kid before something go horribly wrong. So on the 12th, she's texting DDG because apparently she wants to spend time with him. She says, I just thought we'd do what I wanted to do today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello, question mark. Now it's Mother's Day, but they're not together. They're not in a relationship. She wants to spend time with him. He's not obligated to spend time with her. It's Mother's Day. So he says, if you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid.
This is sad.
That's because he realized that she took his gun when she was leaving. DDG writes, I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my gun. That gun has no safety.
God.
If the first thing you do,
what is wrong with this lady?
Or you don't get your way, or you become sad, is you go for a gun to do something stupid to yourself. That son, Halo should be in DDG's custody, bro. DDG should have full custody of the son. Because one parent is obviously an emotional wreck. One parent obviously have no self-control. So the father deserves to take over. This is insane. It sucks. And DDG is begging her, please, don't do something stupid, please. And it's not until I think he threatened to call the police like about 5 times before she finally answers. He said, put it down. That's nothing to play with.
You have ruined me?
You have ruined me. These chicks be having your baby and think you owe them everything. They have your kid and think that your life is now centered around them.
The fuck is going on?
Your life is centered around that baby. So when she says, in all my happiness, your happiness ain't his priority. Yo, she's out here going off, bro, talking about you're the only help I used to have. And that's kind of crazy because she had a crazy support system when it came to tearing down DDG. When she filed that lawsuit, everyone came out the woodworks, including her family, to support her, to go against DDG. But when it comes to what really matters, the only person helping her was DDG. So if she tries to shame him for getting money, like, bro, this man is trying to become famous to get money. so you don't have leverage over him. From these messages, the cycle is pretty apparent. They can be a family. He can see his son as long as he does things that don't piss her off. But the minute she goes online and sees DDG moving on or hanging out with another chick,
crazy. Y'all gotta pause it. I'm
went
not
to
reading
Mexico
this
with another person.
crazy shit out
She
loud.
apparently lost it, and all of a sudden he can't see his kid no more. She's being vindictive. So she writes, "How could you openly talk ish about me to all your family and all the women you want to sleep with? You want to ruin me, and you succeeded." Now, first off, I thought Halle was this super intelligent, super educated woman. Why does she type like this? This message thread between Halle and DDG shows that this chick is an absolute psycho, bruh. So she's going on, "I called because I needed help, because you've shown time and time again that you just don't care. Whatever I decided to do is none of your concern. Just leave me in peace." So these are like dog whistles for, "Oh, I'll do something to myself." So then he writes, "I came there to check on you. For you to act like you're gonna do something to yourself to make me feel some type of way is manipulative and selfish. I never thought you would do nothing like that."
Sick and sad.
She puts, "I never thought you would leave either. Guess I didn't know you at all." So she's equating him leaving her to live his life but still want to be in his son's life. He just don't want to be with her anymore. She's equating that to apparently the logical solution for him moving on and dating other people is, "I'm going to manipulate you with harm to myself so you can't sleep well at night because you're worrying about me." This chick is psycho.
Psycho.
So it could bro, you
don't
can see
feel
what he
sad
said.
either.
You literally
it's
told me to
cool.
leave. This push and pull ish you keep doing is childish. You keep threatening to leave me alone and saying you can F with somebody else. I'm not sticking around for that. So, you see, again, it's more messages, okay? Again, more threats. "I'm going to call you one more time." Just how she talks, like she speaks as if she's like the authority in his life. As if he's not a grown man, bruh. And then it goes, "You don't want to be with me, that's okay. I will never beg anyone. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who is going to demean me. You like that? I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. Keep your phone on airplane mode. But when I die, don't say ish." That's her go-to. Her go-to is always making these threats. "Don't come to my funeral or anything. F you." This woman is highly manipulative. Highly manipulative, bruh. Highly. And to think that she dropped that petition knowing that these receipts existed to what? To tear down DDG? Yo, I feel like she's gotten to a point, bro, where she's so psychotic that she's just making decisions not really knowing what she's doing, bruh. Because to file that petition against DDG, asking for a restraining order, knowing you were the culprit, you were the one who's the problem, F you. I'd be happy that these are the last texts you get from me. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Yo, I can't even read anymore, okay?
That's
if
what
you
I'm
guys
saying.
want the full
This
link
is crazy. What the fuck is going on in the world? This what's going on in the world?